Hello, 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 hello. We got everything set up there. Nope, now would not be a good time to insert an ad, YouTube. Stop with that shit. How's everyone doing today? It's Friday. Happy, absolutely normal Friday with nothing special going on for the majority of my audience. How's everyone doing today? It's Friday. Apparently some of you will have a day off work for something, I don't know, whatever. But it's Friday and you're here, and that makes you special. That's what's special about today, is today's live stream. That's what's special. The most special thing about today is that I'm live and you are here, and we're gonna wire up a big old 3D printer. It's sideways. No, I totally didn't almost drop it and almost crunch a finger while flipping this on its front. That totally did not happen. Totally not. Totally. For realsies. It was super safe. I had multiple people helping me, including a safety officer. We had a crane involved, and everything was done properly. I totally didn't do it last night at like 1 in the morning by myself because I realized I hadn't flipped it yet. And I'm like, oh, I should probably go flip that. Yeah, totally. No, I totally did it safely. Legit, for real, for real, for real. Yeah, I screwed up. I should have had it recording because then it would have been content. That's the thing. If you're gonna do something stupid, at least have the camera always be recording. ABR, always be recording. Because that way, if you screw up, at least it's content and you can monetize it. And you can write off any damage as a write-off because now it's a business expense. But yeah. So it's on its side, so we can do wiring today. That's what today is. We are wiring up the printer. I was gonna do it off stream, but then I realized we do everything on stream. So we're gonna be wiring up the big boy today. So let's go on over here. Hopefully you guys can see me. Can you see me? Hopefully you can see me. Ow, there's a bike. I walked into a bike and then I walked into the garage door. I already hurt myself twice on stream. So, I still have the wheels locked. 1 second, let me unlock the wheels so I can actually spin this around, right round, baby. Oh my God, there's so many spiders in here. It is so freaky when you get a look at something from a slightly different angle than you're used to, in this case on the ground, and you look around and you're like, wow, that's a lot of spiders. I'm gonna have to, there we go. Now we can move it. So yeah, so we have the printer on its side. I'll probably leave it like kind of like this. I think you guys can kind of see, because the plan is it's on its side because there's 3 things we have to, oh, that is squish. Okay, we already got spiders in the printer. That's good. Got spiders in my 3D printer already. That's not good. Okay, let's get this computer on so I can see chat. How's everyone doing today? Most people, I'm assuming a bunch of y'all have the day off today, right? I'm assuming for the Americans in the audience, you have the day off. And some of you hopefully will not have some fingers off by the end of the day, because I know that's like a tradition. Here's to the fireworks. Woo, fireworks. We did that on Tuesday. That was our fireworks day. Was Tuesday. Tuesday, governor. Okay, let's see. Let's pull up the manual here. Am I on the right camera at least? I am on the right camera. Sweet. So let's go down here. Pull up the manual. Pull up electronics. Hey, Steve. How you doing, buddy? This is if all goes well, this is the only time I have to flip this printer, by the way. Oh, we got to put the plates on. We'll do the plates right now. If all goes well, this will be the only time I have to flip this printer. I should be able to do any wiring like this, and then afterwards, flip it up, and that should be it. Steve, how many times did you have to flip a Phoenix? To put a Phoenix together, I know we don't have like an official manual for it yet, but how many times did you have to flip the Phoenix for assembly? Did you have to flip it at all? since you're here right now. Also, everyone say hi to Steve, if you haven't said hi to Steve yet. Finally, you picked up a Mac. I saw that. I didn't know if it was, I was looking at it at my phone. So I couldn't see if it was a Maverick or a Ranger or F-150, but you went with the Maverick. Nice. I was gonna get a Maverick. When I was looking for a new car, because my Focus was dying, Maverick was what I wanted, because I'm like, oh, I'll just get a small compact truck. Be great, you know. But unfortunately, the dealership was like, yeah, totally, we can get you one in like a year and a half. And I was like, yeah, I ain't waiting that long. M510s. Okay, so I had M510s and M510s. Okay. So yeah, so I ended up going with the Subaru Crosstrek, and you know what? I don't regret it at all. I like my Subi. I like my Subi. So, also there are ants in my garage. My driveway is brick, and it's not done well brick, so ants love it. And so ants like come into my garage when they do the little wing, you know how like you get the male ants, they have the wings. So I've got little flying ants all in my garage right now, and it kind of sucks. It's a bit annoying. Are these them? I'm assuming these are them. These are them, and these are them. Sweet. So yeah, so I got ants all over my garage. It's annoying. It sucks. Why didn't you get a Cyberstuck? Because Steve has a brain. That's why he didn't get a Cybertruck. Also, don't forget, every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win that filament. We're going to be doing the draw at the end of the stream today. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you want to go shopping, use the links in the description, affiliate links. Don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. Some of them, Gamer Subs, Vision Miner, and Gloop. Use code Canuck, save some money. Freaked out flying ants. Well, to be fair, they're little. They don't really do anything. They're just annoying. Okay, so we got to put these cover plates on. So again, I've gone ahead and modified it. The wheels that would normally mount to the frame in the corners, like you see here, we are not using. I have those wheels on actually the wooden stand that I built for the printer. So the whole bottom of the printer is open to the air. So I can get under there, which will come in really handy when I go to install the screen later today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount these plates. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the CAD for this, and I'm going to make some little TPU spacers to give it a little bit of isolation dampening, and I'll screw that in. So there'll be a little bit of a space there as well. So that'll be the plan, is to have some TPU spacers, and it'll be rigid, but the wheels will be on the frame. So. Okay, for the filament, an actual 3D printing. The questions are just TLDR to filter out bots. That's the only reason the questions are there. You know what? Because of that, tomorrow's question is going to be about dinosaurs. I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, let's go put these on. Let's go put this on. There's a bike here that I keep clipping, and it's annoying. Okay, so you go here, you go here. Is this the right size Allen key for this? Hopefully. I gotta find where my electric screwdriver went. I have an electric screwdriver, and I put it somewhere. And I don't know where I put it, and now I can't find it. And it's really annoying. It's somewhere, but I don't know where. Are we on the right camera? We are on the right camera. But unfortunately, I can't see chat. This is kind of the only downside with this setup. I can't see chat. And I miss you guys already. I miss you guys already. So we got to figure something out here. I can go over here to see chat, but if I go over here, I can't work. Spam the right arrow key when connecting is talking. I didn't realize you could try to skip ahead even max headroom style. Also, if you missed it, yesterday we did a live stream on the Twitch channel. If you're not subscribed to the if you're not following the Twitch channel, make sure you follow the Twitch channel. I'm trying to use it more over the summer for stuff that isn't exactly 3D printed related. So right now we're building Gundam Gunpla on it. So we did that yesterday. I had to cut it short, unfortunately, because I had to go pick up the little guy. But the plan is to try and do one, hopefully 2 streams a week on Twitch, just kind of hangout streams. So either working on something that I normally wouldn't stream, so like working on some cosplay stuff or whatever, or video games or Gundam stuff, like I'm having fun building the Gunpla stuff, and it's surprisingly economical. And I'm totally not doing stuff on that channel so I can use it as a tax write-off, right? I'm totally not doing it so I can buy Gunpla and then write it off as a business expense. Totally not. That is not the plan. But who am I to, you know, take advantage of a situation? Who am I to deny the government proper accounting practices, right? You shouldn't be afraid to pay taxes. You should be angry when your taxes aren't used correctly. There we go. Gunpla is a rabbit hole I've been avoiding. You know what? I used to play Games Workshop. I used to do Warhammer. Considering it takes about 3 hours to build a high grade model, and it costs less than 20 bucks for a high grade model. And that's Canadian. They're even cheaper in like Yankee Doodle dollars. At least for now. I don't know how the tariffs are affecting. I don't know what are the tariffs on Gunpla. But anyways, it's like 20 bucks for 3 hours of entertainment. That's not bad. That's not bad. I know I've spent 20 bucks on a freaking fast food meal before, and it didn't give me 3 hours of enjoyment. So, yeah. Also, it's really hot in the garage again. It's fine on the other side. It is bad compared to long RPG like John. You're talking to somebody with like 700 plus hours in Baldur's Gate. The most economical thing I've bought in terms of like enjoyment to money spent was probably Baldur's Gate 3. I have like 700 hours in that game, and it's a meaty 700 hours. It's not like, you know, some dumb little like phone game where you play it because you're addicted to it. It's like, no, it's like 700 hours of good quality entertainment. So whatever Larian comes out with next, they have my money. Putting T-nuts in sideways is annoying. There we go. Oh, there's a spider. There's a little spider. You see him? See him? Okay, you're free to go, buddy. You can go live over here. There you go. I knew I had a spider living in the frame somewhere. We're not taking care of the spiders. We're not getting rid of the spiders because the spiders get rid of the other bugs out here. Oop, shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're good. I thought I pushed the T-nut in too far. Okay, what's chat up to? $700 hours is crazy. Yeah. Some degen anime. I mean, I finished watching the original Gundam series. I've started watching Gundam Zeta, Z Gundam, whatever the second series is. Camille's a bitch. It's really annoying when you like a topic, but it's like, enough with the whiny, bratty teenagers. Like, enough with the whiny, bratty teenagers. I finished reading, today's Friday, right? Wednesday. I lost Wednesday. Wednesday was a complete write-off. I was planning to be productive on Wednesday, and then I woke up and I had a little thought. I'm like, you know what? Project Hail Mary's coming out, the movie. And I remember I saw The Martian, and a lot of people were like, the movie's good, but the book was better because the book just had more to it, right? More world building. I'm a sucker for world building. Give me Lord of the Rings extended edition all day. Just let me like just absorb the world, okay? So I'm like, you know what? My wife has a Kindle. She's got the subscription, whatnot. I'm gonna grab Project Hail Mary. I'm just gonna start reading it. And next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock at night and I've spent my entire day reading a book, okay? Now granted, it was a really good book, so I don't regret it in the least bit, except for the fact my entire Wednesday was a write-off now. So I read all of Project Hail Mary in a day. And one of the things I liked about it the most, I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers, was the fact that the plot wasn't driven by idiot balls. It wasn't like, oh, this character for revenge sabotaged it, so this bad thing happened and now we have to sort it out. Or, you know, character was just being dumb or whatever. It's like, no, there are problems that come up because of characters and their action. But it's like, oh, it happened because they were tired or they were hurt and on morphine, or like they just didn't understand what they were doing yet because, you know, it's all new science and shit. And it was like, oh my God, actual competent characters that are literally trying to solve a problem. Like, oh my God. And it's not like idiot ball mechanics. It's like these people know what they're doing and they're working through the problem. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Vitaly gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Thank you. So yeah, give me competent characters and actual drama that comes from things out of their control any day. Both of the SSSS Gridman have come so far. It was fun to work on them. Nice. I haven't watched Gridman. Satisfactory. Here's the thing. There are 2 types of games I can't play. Games where grinding is a big mechanic. So games like Diablo, Path of Exile, games where you basically just do the same thing over and over again, trying to get better gear or whatever. I can't do those. I don't like grinding games. Games that are filled with filler, that are like the Assassin's Creed games, for example. The Assassin's Creed games, I can't get into because it's like they might start off great and they might have a decent ending, but there's like that slog in the middle that's just filler. Don't give me that. So I think Baldur's Gate ruined games for me. Baldur's Gate ruined video games for me. Because of Baldur's Gate, now when a game comes out, it's like, you better have competent writing and not be filled with filler, or I'm not going to play you. The fact that Baldur's Gate has like no fetch quests, and like, yeah, there's optional side quests, but they're all like, they're pretty much on the same level as the main quest, and they're not like super obtrusive. Like it's competent. It's actually competent. And the characters are written so well. Kingdom Come 2. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I've heard a lot of good things about that game too. Okay, so how does this work? So this, okay, so let's go run our wires through. Favorite game is Minecraft. I played Minecraft when it was in beta. I found out about Minecraft from a 4chan VG thread or whatever, like 4chan gaming thread back in like 2010. That's how I first heard about Minecraft. I remember when they added creepers. I gotta open this up. How do you open this up? Oh, it just opens up. Okay. Oh, this is cool. So this is a bus bar. So you know how we have 4 beds? This has connect the 4 neutral wires from the bed heaters, the wires with the ferrule on the end, and insert them into a screw terminal bus bar, along with the blue neutral wire that goes to the electronics enclosure. Okay, so that's kind of, oop, wrong button. So the neutral can all be one on off. It's the pot that does the switching. So that's what that is. So Let's run the wires all through. Yes, Shrimp Father? Unless you're just very excited to see me. I have no idea how they could make it into the movie, considering... Which one? Vitaly? What are you saying? Oh, yeah, you guys listened to Murderbot, right? Carrying stuff from the coal mines. The children yearn for the mines. Okay, so we got to put all the wires through this. So let's go ahead and do that now. So let's go do this. So these wires are from the tool head. So these all go through here. Nothing is more annoying than trying to shove wires through a hole when they're all like tangled up like this. It's like, ah. Okay, you know what? Let me grab some tape. Do I have tape out here? I might have brought it inside. Shoot. Oh, no, I do have tape out here. No, I don't. Shoot. Do I have tape? I do have tape. I got tape. This year was Murderbot. Excellent also. And last year was Project Hail Mary. Nice. Murderbot, Apple ruined the story. Here's the thing. You need to change the story. I don't think... Has there ever been a book that was adapted into a show or a movie or a series where they didn't change anything? You have to change stuff. You can't. Even like Lord of the Rings. I love me Lord of the Rings, okay? I've read the books and I've watched the show. Or the movie. But they had to change stuff. You can't... You have to change stuff to make it work for different mediums. And that's fine. Except for Halo. Halo was horrible. They butchered Halo. They butchered Halo. That was dumb what they did with Halo. You can't change too much. They changed too much with Halo. Okay, now we can put this through. So let's go through here. Try not to, you know, it's on acrylic. There's no grommet. You still want to take care. Try not to pinch any wires or slice any wires doing that. Where is my ugly shirt from? It's a Pay Money Wubby shirt. The Twitch streamer I watch. What size are they? They're 9mm belts for XY. Any Ubol. I will say, as bad as it is, I have a special place for the Postal movie he made. Is it bad? Yes, it's horrible. But it's a Postal movie. Postal the games were not high art to begin with. So I'm kind of okay with the Postal movie that Uwe Boll made. Because it is horrible. But the games are horrible too. So I'm like, okay, you get like a pass because of that. Okay, so now we got to put these wires. These are the Z motors. So we got to put these through here, and then we got to run the bed wires through. I do kind of wish that they had a hole specifically for all the bed stuff, because everything seems to be going through the same hole. I got half of mine to drill a hole. But I guess we're all just shoving it through the same hole. Just strip it. There we go. Okay. So that is... No. Okay, so that is the Z, so we'll just kind of throw that there. And now we have all these wires for the bed. So let's zip tie these up. Oop, I'm seeing ads. Let me check the chat. Yar. Just run the printer like this. Video game. The only good video game adaptation that I vibe with is the Halo. Or not Halo. Halo sucks. The Fallout. The Fallout series is pretty good. They nailed the series pretty good. Now, granted, the vibe of the I keep calling it Halo. The vibe of the Fallout show is definitely more Bethesda Fallout than like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 1 and 2. That's for sure. But all things considering, I'm okay with that. It's entertaining still. Like, it's still good. I gotta shove all these wires in here. Try and not get everything tangled. There's the ground, the misters. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that is our wires. I keep hitting stuff. What do I keep hitting? Oh, the freaking Milo. I should probably take this off. 1 second. Let me take the handle off the Milo here so I don't keep hitting it. I have the right size Allen key. How do I not have the right size Allen key over here? Is this it? The Minecraft movie. I completely forgot they made a Minecraft movie. I mean, the Minecraft movie is always going to be weird. It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft. You can only do so much with Minecraft. Okay. Whew. Fallout was good. Yeah, Fallout was good. I liked Fallout. Also, apparently the first season of Last of Us was pretty good. The second season went to shit, just like the game did, because the game went in a horrible direction for season 2, or for the second one, and now nobody wants it. It's dead. They killed everyone's want to continue the story. That's why he left the series. He's like, okay, I left you guys where I left the games, where everyone hates everyone, and nobody likes the characters anymore, and we've killed off all the people you like. Have fun trying to figure out season 3. He left. Okay, so connect the 4 neutral wires from the bed heaters. Okay, so, and then hotbed power wires pass through the hole in the red frame. The gray cables, what do you mean the gray display? Okay, so everything runs through the red except for display, which I don't think we put the display on yet. No, we'll be doing that in a minute. Okay, so, okay. So we have to put this there. I need a blue cable. Where is this? Oh, I'm assuming the blue is this guy. Wait and see how they see it. I mean, they're going to New Vegas, so it'll be interesting. At least now we'll get a canon ending to New Vegas. So that's kind of good, I guess. Not that it really matters, but we'll have a proper canon ending to New Vegas. Watch them do something like they did with, what series was it? Elder Scrolls. They'll probably do a Dragon Break. If they do a Dragon Break, that'll be hilarious. For those that don't know, I can't remember which Elder Scrolls game it is. I think it's 1 or 2. It's before Morrowind, so it's one of those early ones. There's multiple different endings, okay? And the problem is, how do you make a sequel where there's multiple different options for how the previous game end? And they're like, oh, this thing happened called a Dragon Break, where essentially all the endings happened. like, it wasn't like one-to-one every ending, but like, oh, this character lived, and then, but this character also won. But it's like, basically all the endings happened. It all happened. So you can get away with that. So I got a feeling they might do something like that for, where it's like, yeah, technically everything happened. Like all House won, but then he was beaten by the New Vegas government, or the whatchamacallit. Like all the things happened. I don't know. I'm sure they could figure something out. Okay, so that's that. Kind of like, don't like the fact that this lid doesn't really stay on, but whatever. Okay, and then what holds it on? M3 T-nut, M3/8. I've got those over there. And then that's on an angle like that. And so we got 4 neutral wires going to that, and then it comes out the red. And then the white is, or the green is that. Okay, let's go over here and continue on with this. Myst. I've never played the Myst game, or correction. I've played the Myst games. And by played, I did what a lot of people did, where a family member or somebody you know had the game, and you started playing it, and you went, what the hell am I doing here? And you stopped playing. So I've played Myst. Do I know what happened in it? No. Did I make it more than like the first puzzle? No. But I played it. Trying to figure out where the rest of the cable is. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to do a lot of crimping and stripping to make these wires shorter, because these are really long wires. Okay, so you go there, you go there, you go there. I need some M3/8s and some T-nuts. Oh, they're over there. Yarr. Come with me. Need 2 of you. I know you can't see me, chat, but I can hear you. I believe in you. There we go. So apparently this goes, one second, let me just double check. It goes that way. So it goes like that. Okay. Dang it. All right, so I'm going to put this on backwards so I actually can see what I'm doing. Man, I totally should not have taken a shower before stream today. It is warm over here. Which sucks, because I peeked my head in earlier, and I'm like, oh, it's actually not that hot in the garage today. This will be good. And then my problem was, I checked that side of the garage, where it's literally like 5 degrees cooler than this side of the garage. And I don't think AC would fix that, unfortunately. No, quit. T-nuts that don't stay in position are annoying. And I dropped my screw. I dropped my screw. Found my screw. And I think I figured out where the ants are coming in. There's like a, you know, concrete, how they score it for expansion joints. There's one right here, and there's all kinds of sand kicked up around it. I'm like, that's probably where they're getting in. There we go. Okay, so how this works, oh my God, it's so much nicer on this side. I should have built the printer on this side. So this is a 2040, but it's sideways. So this is actually mounted on the other side. So we have the 4 neutrals coming in from the bed and then 1 out. So that way it just makes it a little easier. The D&D movie. Yeah, the D&D movie was really good. The D&D movie was really good. That movie would be, that whole setting would be really good as like an HBO miniseries, I think. Something like that would make a really good miniseries. Okay, so now, let's see here. So the neutral, or the ground, the ground can go through here. And then we have a bunch of these. So I'm gonna have to figure out which one's which, because they're all different. So they should be labeled. Yes, they are labeled. And I don't know which side is neutral. They all have a short wire and a long wire. Because we had to fix these and I totally did it wrong. So each one has a short wire and a long wire. So I don't know which one's which. If it's the short wire is the neutral or if the long wire is the neutral. I don't think it really matters because they're heaters. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the short one and the short one's gonna be the neutral. So the plan is, this is the end of the neutral. That comes through here. This is also really nice wire. This is really high grade silicone wire. So I give them credit there. So we'll find one. Okay. And then I will cut it and put it into there, and that'll be 1. So we're gonna need the snippers, and I'm gonna need a crimping tool. So we're gonna need ferrule. And a wire cutter, not this one. This one's bad. Where's my good wire cutters? Are they on the other side? They should. Oh, they are on the other side. 1 second. 1 second. I know you can't see me. I know you can't see me. I'm just doing a test here. Okay. So which one is the bad one? You're the short one. You're the short one. Okay, so there we go. So that's the short one. So I gotta figure out what size ferrules I need. Are they 18 gauge wires? Nope, they are 16 gauge wires. So 16 gauge wire. Give it a little twist. When I was a student doing role-playing D&D, it was older. Yeah, the back in my day. Nope, maybe it's the red. Yes, the red will work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab a 5th, just in case. Grab a crimping tool and the wire strippers. Now we go over here. Okay. So how this is going to work now, this is number 1. So we are number 1, goes through here. Yes, I just hummed that. Hopefully it was cut off by the filter. Give it a little twisty twist. Crimp. And now I'm going to need a screwdriver. Do I have my lttstore.com screwdriver over here? I do. Hopefully I can get in here. I can, kind of, sort of. Okay. So one goes in there. I really should reach out to the people I know at LMG to see if they do an affiliate program. For those that don't know, I say the lttstore.com screwdriver every time because there's a small group of people that really annoys, and I find it funny, so I keep doing it. It's the same group of people that complain that Prusas have the name Prusa on it, and I'm like, my brother in Christ, that's the name of the company. All companies put their branding everywhere on stuff. A freaking Mac is the branding. All right, which one is the short one? That would be this guy. So that will go there. Do this tape here. I'm wearing sandals and I could feel an ant crawling on my foot right now. Part of me wants to look at it and the other part's like, no, don't look at it. Just keep working. Just a little ant. What if it's not an ant? No, it's an ant. Like, wait a minute, what if it's not an ant? There we go. Clip, crimp, shrimp. There we go. Put our ferrule on. Always use your ferrules. The last thing you want to do is not use a ferrule. That's bad. You want to use ferrules. Ferrules are good. Where are you? You are 3, 3. And you're the short one. I'm gonna have all this extra wire. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I have a bunch of it. Go. You go through there. You guys are getting a great view of my back today, aren't you? This is the content you come here for. Quality back content. I hear a fire engine, or police, or ambulance, or somebody. That is 2 sirens. They're going away. Okay. Goes in there. There we go. And last one. Heck yeah. There is a lot of wires in this printer. And thankfully, hopefully, everything stays labeled. So I did label everything. Or at least I'm pretty sure I labeled everything. Also, remember how like when you got into 3D printer, like make sure you wrap your wires so you don't have interference? Yeah. What about that? We don't need no stinking interference. We don't need no stinking isolation of our wires. Stab myself with a wire. The wires are getting revenge on me. There we go. So, give them all a tug. Make sure everything's good. Then, we have to put our little cover plate back on. There's a little bug. I don't like how these don't clamp on. Oh, okay, I screwed up. That one goes through too far. That's why. I'm like, why isn't this going on? It's like, oh, because a wire sticks through too far. 1 second. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think that's good there. There we go. And just to, let me see if I have, 1 second here. I have some over here. Oh my God, it's so much nicer on this side of the garage. Fan, do your thing, fan. It's never the ant tick you find, it's a million imaginary ones. Don't remind me of imaginary ants and ticks and whatnot. Although, I'll be honest, I've only ever seen one tick in person. Now, granted, it was a bit sketchy because it was in the dog's water bowl outside. But I've only ever seen a tick once, and that was literally in a dog bowl, and it was dead. And it wasn't at this house. So, thankfully, it's not a big issue here, hopefully, for now. Although, thanks to, you know, everything on this planet going to shit, their range is moving further north. I was reading a thing, that'll work. I think it was a CBC article or something, but it was like a trend thing, and it's like, based on current rates of warming, what your city in Canada will feel like in like 20 years. And basically, I'm at the southern end of Canada, will feel like Dallas, Texas in 20 years of the way things are going. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. They're gonna be great. I can't wait for that. So these are really cool. These are little stick-on zip ties, but they're like built in. So if you need to like undo it, you just undo it. You don't have to like cut a zip tie. So they just kind of, I can't remember where I got them from, but they just kind of that. And then if you got to undo it, you just snap it off and you can just feed it out. I can't remember where I got these. I have a whole baggie of these and I've been meaning to use them more, but I don't want to use them because I don't know where I got them and I only have the one baggie of them. But they're really nice for stuff like this. So I'm gonna put one on here to kind of hold this too. So let me grab another one. Yeah, I don't know where I got them from. But I've got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them. I don't know. They came with something. I bought something and these came with them. If anyone can like source what these are called, but they're really handy to have because they just, and then if you want to undo them, but yeah. So I don't know what exactly they're called because they're not zip tie holders, but I wish I knew because they're super handy. So, by the way, have I missed any donations? I'm sorry if I missed any. Let me double check your activity. Battalion Andrew. Okay, so I haven't missed any. Good. So from a computer case, I don't PC cable ties, are they? Thoughts on the Sherpa Mini versus Orbiter V2? Are you ready for my thoughts on extruders? I've used multiple different extruders over the years. They all kind of work. They all kind of work. There are some people that have done some actual like scientific testing, judging like pushing force and whatnot. Yeah, some extruders push harder than others. Some grip filaments better than others. Some weigh a little bit less than others. Some are a little bit simpler than others. I end up using whatever the kit I'm building comes with, or what a company gives me to try out, and they all just kind of work. Like, I remember talking with E3D. You know, E3D has their rotor extruder, which I can't remember which printer I have it in, but I have it in a printer. And they're telling me it's like, at a certain point, extruder force doesn't matter anymore because you literally start outrunning the hot end. Like, your hot end could only melt so much plastic so quickly. So if you try to shove too much filament through an average hot end too quickly, you just start grinding filament, which is detrimental. And a lot of extruders are kind of over-spec'd for average hot ends because literally they have too much power. You're trying to shove rope through a hole too small. It don't work. You start grinding filament. Now, obviously, yes, that's just, you know, standard case. And if you're running high flow and whatnot, different materials, there's always outliers. But it's like, I'll be honest, use the extruder your kit or your printer comes with, and then only if you start having problems, then start looking to other stuff. Bigger extruder gears make more sense for high flow because you have high grip on the filament, so you can shove that filament through faster. You're not cutting into it trying to, you know, with little gears. Also, it's better for slipperier filaments. So if you print a lot of flexibles, look for an extruder with more surface contact. It's good. The next extruder from Prusa, I really like. Unfortunately, you can only get it with Prusas unless you want to, you know, buy parts and kind of hodgepodge one together. Plus it's offset, so that kind of doesn't work on all machines. But it's like, they all kind of do the same thing, just different ways of doing it. It's like cars. If there was one best car, we'd all be driving that one car. Why are there 20 different types of four-wheel drive cars? Like, it has an engine, it's got 4 doors, it holds 5 people. It's got 4 wheels, runs on gasoline or electricity. Why are there so many options? Obviously one is the best. Why don't we all just buy the best car? Why do I see 50 different kinds of car on the road? Some things just work better than others in certain cases, and some things cost more, and blah, 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 blah. Use what works for you. Okay, so put you here. And there we go. Yeah, see? Nice and clean. Look how clean that looks. Look how clean that looks. Yes, buddy? What's up? What do you want? You want to do a water balloon fight? Well, Daddy's working right now. So maybe Mama.
But Mom eating.
Mom's eating? Well, you gotta wait then. Little guy comes out. Water balloon fight. Found them on Amazon. Link them in the Discord if anyone wants to grab some. They're really handy for this kind of work where it's like, it needs to hold it, but you might have to undo it. So it's better than cutting and throwing away a zip tie constantly. Okay. So we have more of these little clips here. Is the display cable. So what is the gray cable is the display cable? Do I have a display cable? What do you mean the gray cable is the display cable? What does that mean? Because I have the display, Let me go grab the display. What does it mean the gray cable is the display cable? What does that mean? We have the display here, but there is no cable. The gray cable of the display screen is fixed along the profile. Connection port. Oh, it's a wide cable. Okay. So I gotta find that cable. It's not in this bin. That's an Ethernet port. It's not in this box. Okay, it plugs into that. Okay. Let me go put it in here. Is it in here? No. Other side, maybe? Should be in the box. Yeah, let me go check over here. Let's see. Because I've got a big old box of cables here. Oh, found it, I think. I think this is it. They actually insulated it too. Like they actually went ahead and actually insulated it with insulator wrap. Yeah, like it's actually like insulator wrap. Okay, so let's see here. How does it plug in? Is there a specific side that plugs in? Plugs in, coming out over, and then, so I gotta take this lid off. Okay, I gotta take the lid off. Hot ends are different from extruders. Yeah, hot ends are just the block of metal that are hot with a heat sink and a heater and a thermistor. That's the hot end. The extruder is the thing that pushes the plastic. They're separate things. And then both of those things usually go, if you're, direct feed, which you should be in today's day and age, go on the tool head. Give you a big roll of that in black wire harness wrap. Yep, I know that. I've seen that stuff. Oop, well, I pulled the stupid thing off again. Okay. So, this just kind of, let's do it over here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So, probably cut that there. Where's my kniff? Where is my kniff? I might have brought it inside. Uh-oh. Do I not have a knife out here? I gotta have scissors out here. Where are my scissors? Scissors. Okay. So this plugs into here. It's gonna be a bit annoying because it's gonna block a chunk of this fan. But we should be okay. And that comes out here. Plug back in our Ethernet. Or correction, our Wi-Fi. Gotta have the Wi-Fi working. There we go. How does this work? And then that goes that way. Okay, so that goes like that. Does this thing have a tool board on the tool head? Yes, it has its own tool head board. Most Voron printers and Voron clones, this is like a Voron clone. It's not really a Voron. This doesn't qualify for a Voron serial. It's kind of its own thing. But it is obviously heavily inspired by Voron. Have a tool head board now. It's just so much easier. It's just so much easier. Plus, if you're selling a kit without a tool head board, people are like, what the hell? Where's the tool head board? So they all kind of come with one now. Is there anything in there? No, that's just that. Okay, so now looks like this comes up here and wraps around here. And then it just kind of goes that way. It's actually kind of nice that they designed that in like that. And then it attaches, we got M312s and M38. So this is going to be a bit of a bitch to install because I got to do it upside down. I got to install it upside down because the printer is face down. But we'll make it work. So I need M312s. How many? 2. 2 M312s and then a bunch of M38s. Okay. I have the M38s over there. Okay. I really wish I knew where that electric drill went that I had. I put it somewhere and I don't know where it went. It's an electric driver. I don't know where I put it. I put it somewhere. I don't know where. Oh well. Okay, so now we gotta install this in here and then we need a whole bunch of those clips. So I'll find the clips after we get this installed. So let's go back to mobile. So the thing is I gotta install it on the bottom here, so it's gonna be fun. So bottom, roughly in the middle. Okay. So we come over here. I'll put you here for now. Stuck in here. Grab some M3 T-nuts. 3/8. Slide this back here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, somewhat, kind of, sort of. And the plan is install it here. So the reason I flipped it this way, if I'm not an idiot and everything works the way I want it to, good luck, I should be able to just tilt this and it should work. So that's how I flipped it down. I just accidentally almost slid it off. So I wasn't paying too much attention, or should have paid a bit more attention, but. Okay. You go in here. Ah, dang it. Dang it. T-nuts that don't want to sit in are the most annoying thing in the world. Like, you know when you start screwing in a T-nut and it like comes out of its, there we go. Okay, so that's one. So now I gotta line you up for the second one. Just right about there. There we go. And is that centered? Somewhat. Let me grab a tape measure. Okay, so the problem is, what is actually, okay, so measure from there to there. So that is a little over 10 inches. Yes, we're using inches. And this is a little under 10 inches. So I gotta scooch you. So you're a little 10 inches. No. 9 3/4. And 9 7/8. By the way, fractions suck. If you're gonna use inches, use thou. Use thou. Okay, there we go. Centered. Centered enough. I'm not going to be flipping it up today. So just need to make a mental note to install the other ones from underneath, because this is the whole point of it being open like this. I can get underneath to work on stuff if I need to. So now I need to find the rest of these little clips. Let's go over here, because we have these little clips here to install. And that will protect our cables. So let's see, how many of these clips do I have left? Where did I put the clips? I got one. They're in a baggie over here. I'm gonna have to fumigate my garage. I have so many of these dumb little ants everywhere. Where did I put all those? I saw them in a bag. Where did I put the bag? Did I put the bag back in here? I've got the black lung. Oh, here we are. Oh, I do not have enough of these. I only got a couple. I'm gonna have to print some more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to print some more of these. I only got like 4. You put a few links in the Discord for what, those things? Yeah. Yeah, I got to print. I only have 4 of these, so I got to print a bunch more of them. Okay, so we run those there, and then they run up, and then it goes through there. Okay, it's not too bad. And then we put on in the box. Ooh, it is just a little toasty. So what we'll do is put 2 here. And then, actually, shoot, how do these go on? Do they mount on the outside or the inside? They mount inside facing out. Okay, inside facing out. Wait, these aren't the same ones. Are these the same ones? No, these are different. These are different. Where are these guys from? Are those in a different box? I gotta go hunting now. I gotta go hunting now, because those are different than what I have. Those have a hook on them. The ones I need don't have hooks on them. Try not to break the cables. Are they in here? No. Got a bunch of zip ties, though. Are they in here? Here they are. Okay, yeah, these are in a different bag. That's right. That's right. Here we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. trying to avoid sliding stuff around so much because I don't want to accidentally break anything. That would be bad. Yeah. So these ones are just flat. They don't have a hook on them. They just push down. Okay. So you guys can stare at my sweaty back while I do this. Ugh. So what's new and exciting with everyone? What's currently exciting and hot in 3D printing right now? I know we're wiring up a printer. That's super cool and exciting. But what else is going on in the world of 3D printing right now? Anything being announced or coming out soon that's catching your guys' eye? What's the current hotness in additive? How am I gonna make this do that? I'm gonna have to like go around that. That's gonna be annoying. I mean, these actually work pretty good for holding these. You go there. So these don't actually pitch, by the way. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, so how do I gotta go around this. How am I gonna do this? So I can flip it. And flip it again. So this is gonna be annoying because I gotta ensure. How am I gonna turn it? How do you turn a cable? How do you turn a cable? How do you turn a cable? I don't tell you. No, you just kind of, well, the thing is it would have the feet here normally. You would normally have the feet there, but we don't have the feet. So that's not a thing. So I'm gonna have to print some TPU feetsies. Any bamboo drama? Nah, I don't know. Honestly, bamboo hasn't really done anything exciting. At least in my opinion. You're welcome to your own opinion. But they haven't done anything super exciting in the last little bit to like get me to go, oh, I need to start looking at bamboo printers again. How am I supposed to do this? So this goes that way. And then this goes this way. There we go. There we go, okay. So you go there. You go there, you slide down. I just heard a cat meow. I just heard a cat meow. There we go. Is this the most optimal way of doing it? Nope. But it works. For now, at least. Okay, you're missing a T-nut. Come on. There we go. Trying to make it work. I know this T-nut's missing a ball, so I'm trying to slide it in a position and use friction to hold it in place, but it doesn't want to work. There we go. Right about there. That'll work. When in doubt, wedge it in position. Yeah, like, what's with these crappy T-nuts? Man, I dropped my screw. Crappy T-nuts, so annoying. There we go. One more. Will you actually stay in place? Are you the fabled good T-nut? Nope. Crappy T-nuts are crappy. Kaz decided to make you its owner. No, we can't do that. Although, I think the little guy wants a cat. Our doggo is getting old. And I think our next pet is probably gonna be a cat. I mean, personally, I think we're gonna go a couple years without a pet. Just to not have a pet for a couple years, do a bunch of, we want to do some family trips and whatnot, and having a pet makes it kind of annoying. So we might go a couple years without a pet, we'll see. Oh, that T-nut wants to stay. Finally got one. So we'll see, we'll see. Although the mythical family Disney trip will probably be held off for a couple years now. Okay, so that's that. And then this will go through here and come out here. So I gotta, so I don't think that'll, yeah, we gotta fold it. There we go. Actually, what I'm gonna do here, I need one more of those. Where's those? Oh, I do have one more, good. I need to put one clip here to hold it. So let's slide you down. And then put you here. Will you lock in position? You will. Wow, we actually found 2 T-nuts in a row that work. It's a goddamn Christmas miracle. Yeah, so I definitely got to print. I can't flip this down until I design some TPU feet, because we're going to need about an inch of clearance between all of this. Yeah, so we're going to need about an inch of clearance. So I'm going to have to print some TPU feet to screw onto these to bump everything up a bit, and it will act like an isolation. Because right now I just have some foam pads to space it out, which, while they work, they're not the most, you know, I don't trust them. Okay, so that is the bottom of the printer. That is all you have to do underneath the printer. So theoretically, I could flip it up right now and continue, but I'm not going to, just in case. Also, what time are we at? 3:20. We got to put the electrical box on, so I'm just going to leave it sideways, I think. And we'll just mount the electrical box right here and run all the wires into it. Because I can't flip it up. I can't flip it up till I print the feet. So I got to design some TPU feet. That'll give me about an inch. I think we're gonna do, I think I have red TPU. And then I can flip it up. Won't crunch my wires because I got to be careful of those now. So. Yeah. Okay. So now, put the electrical box on. Who wants to put the electrical? What are you? Oh, you're a spider. Whew. Okay, let's come over here where it's nice and warm. They're cool. Drill. Well, the plates already have mounting holes. The plates already have mounting holes because they have holes meant for mounting these two. So there already is 4 tapped holes in the feet. So what I'm going to do is, do they have the CAD? Wow. Fysetc, Venture, XL, GitHub. CAD. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I'll do it on my, I won't do it on stream, or I might do it on stream because I'm getting pretty warm. What I might do is mount the electrical box and then we'll design some TPU feet. Does that sound fun? We're going to do some CAD because it's cooler on this side. So we're going to mount the electrical box, and what I'm going to do is, it's going to be simple. I'm just going to take this metal bracket and just extrude it up like, I don't know, 25 millimeters or something. We'll go 30 millimeters. 30 millimeters, that sounds good. 30 millimeters. I'll design some fun stuff in it, and then we'll just print about a TPU. Morning, everyone, at least. It is 9 p.m. What time is it in Canada? That depends on what area of Canada you're talking about. Canada is very wide. Insert mom joke here. It is currently where I'm at, 3:24 p.m. I'm in the Eastern time zone. So how does this mount? Tear off the paper. Latch, we'll deal with the latch later. So that just mounts there with M3/8 and that. Okay. So how heavy is this? Should I even try doing this by myself? Because I need to do that. That goes like that, and I gotta mount it. Should I try doing this by myself? Should I try this by myself? I'm gonna take the screen. I'm gonna take this off. You know, we took it off last week and put it right back on. I'm taking it off again. Take this off so I don't have to deal with it. As long as it gets recorded. Content. Pulleys are your friend. Okay, Archimedes. We'll get Archimedes up in here. Give me a lever long enough and I can move the world. Do the, oh, that's right. That's right. We got to put the acrylic on. That is right. I got to put the panel on first. Shh, poopy. You know what? We'll do the feet. We'll do the feet. We'll design the feet right now. I'll get the feet printing, or at least get them designed, because I think my TPU's inside. I got to dry it. So what I'll do is we'll design the feet. I'll get the feet on, and then tomorrow night I can flip the printer up, and then we can start wiring. Okay. So let's download the CAD. Let's download the CAD. There are 2 parts to the CAD. Why are there 2 parts to the CAD? So we'll design the feet, we'll put the feet on, then I can flip the printer up, I can put the one acrylic panel on, then I can put the electronics box on, and then we can wire it up tomorrow. Because I'll be honest, I really want to get this build done. That is a big step file. There's nothing in part 2, okay. Load up Fusion. What is that, a spider board? Yeah, it's spider. Considering how many spiders I have in the garage right now, it's actually kind of cool we have a spider board. It makes sense. I do like the fact like it's all pre-wired up for you. It's kind of actually nice of them that they did that. It's like, oh no, it's all done. You don't have to wire it up. Oh, let me do this. I gotta log in. As somebody who has leg hair, having little itty bitty bugs crawling on your legs, you feel them. Ah, freaking code. Fusion? I don't know. What is it with, can somebody like, if anyone has a contact at Autodesk, can you just tell them to just stop messing with their shit? Like, every time I go to log into Fusion, it's just like stupidly annoying. It's like they add like another layer of annoyingness to logging into Fusion. Because before, you would just do it within the program. And then it's like, oh, hey, now you need to do it through your browser. So you launch Fusion, and then you go to log in, which opens your browser, and then you log in through your browser, and then it kicks you back to Fusion sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes it does kick you back to Fusion. You got to try it all again. And now it's like, oh, now we have a one-time passcode that gets emailed to you that you now have to call into your email, copy and paste that into your browser, and then they give you another code that you need to save. And then you can go into Fusion. And then it's out of date. So because it's out of date, I can't do anything. So now I have to update it first before I can do anything. Like, just stop making your shit shittier. Everyone, stop it. So now we gotta wait for Fusion to update. Auto logs in. Probably because you use it enough. I don't use it that often. I maybe launch it once every couple like weeks or months. So that's probably why. It's just so annoying. Like remember when you went in and you installed AutoCAD 14? You know, that pirate or AutoCAD 2004, you would just pirate that shit, you would install it, and guess what? You just click the icon and it would launch. And you just used it. It's freaking everything has to be, yeah, move fully to hubs. We're making changes to the way we manage cloud. No! Put your files on my fucking computer. I don't want my shit in the cloud. It's like, quit making your shit shittier. Just stop it. Just stop it. I use Fusion because it's the only one I know, really. Other than like Windows 3D Builder. And I'm okay with the workflow of Fusion. And it's free. I use the hobby version of Fusion, so. It's like, quit making your shit shittier. Just quit it. Just quit it. Okay, while I does that, you can listen to me walk and talk while I go look for some TPU. I should have some TPU somewhere. Downstairs. TPU. I know I have some red TPU somewhere. Red TPU. Where is my TPU? TPU, where are you? Shoot, where did I put it? I had a whole roll of red TPU down here. Where did I put it? TPU. It's by the Gundam? No, it's not by the Gundam. Red TPU. How do you lose an entire... Oh, nope, found it. Or, no, wait, nope. No, that's PLA. How do you lose an entire roll of red TPU? It's bright. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Found you. There we go. Fiberflex 40D. That'll work. I have like 500 grams of this stuff, so it should be okay. Behold, TPU. TPU 40D. Is that the right kind of TPU? That's what I got. Waiting on Fusion to finish doing whatever Fusion does. Okay, let me throw this in here. So get dry. Actually, we gotta go inside. Moisture. That's wow. What are you doing, computer? What are you doing, computer? Go there, so you are, oh, you're right to say. Oh, there we go. Restart Fusion now. Okay. There we go. I should be happy that no cloud. Yeah, it's super annoying. Like, I get the aspect of a cloud. If I'm working on something where I'm going to be working on it in like multiple locations, cloud is great. But like, I have a server in my house. I have my own Unraid server. I can just save everything. That's normally what I do. Anything that I'm working on, I save it to like literally it's the Nero 3D folder. On my server, I have like four different sections on my server. I have media for all my legitly obtained videos and shows sit on that folder. And then I have the vault, which is like phone backups, camera backups, family photos, documents, that kind of thing. That's in that folder. And then I have the wifey folder where my wife puts all her stuff, including all her totally legally obtained videos and books and whatnot. And then I have the Nero 3D folder, which is everything channel related. And I save everything in there. So it's like, I shouldn't have to use the cloud. Downloads, load the step. PCIe conflict? I don't think so, because it exhibited the exact same behavior in a different computer. This camera getting glitchy when the CPU gets taxed. I had the exact same thing happen in a completely different computer with the Camlink card. Oh, like, why am I hearing a fan? It's the, oh wow, that TPU was soaking wet. I have it in the poly dryer to dry the TPU out. It was at 20% humidity. I opened it up, I put in the thing at TPU and I turned it on, and it's now at 35% humidity. Are you loading? Where's my printer? Is it really small? No, it's not really small. Oh, I have this. What? Open. So we have that. Yeah, we only have downloads. Okay. Come on. Export. Oh, I know I can do it. I know I can save it to my hardware. It just, that should be the default behavior. Like, it shouldn't require the cloud unless I tell it to use the cloud. Like, it's super annoying that I have to like it should boot like an offline mode and be like, oh, do you want to use the cloud? Okay, yeah. I have no space, more space than I know, 100 terabyte. Dude, every YouTube video I've ever made, ever edited, ever saved, all my additional stuff I've downloaded, all lives on like a 14 terabyte server. I don't know how people use 100 terabytes. Like, I could see if I was like, you know, Linus Media Group that records enough for a full video every day in 8K. And like, yeah, I get that. But like, I record in 4K, but 100 megabit a second. So each, you know, it's 100, you know, it's a gig for a minute of footage. Like, it's not crazy, but it's like, I don't know how people fill up that much space. Also, when I download stuff, I don't download like 8K versions of stuff. What do you want, buddy?
Yeah, I want to build a poor red leg.
You want me to 3D print a what? A leg? 4 legs? Legs for what?
Now I'm building
For what you're building?
a cow.
A cow? You want me to print legs for a cow? Go draw what you want me to print, and I'll make it for you. Okay, buddy? Okay. So somebody's in arts and crafts mode. I have a bunch of 4K videos over 900. Damn, son. The thing is, I stream a lot. I don't. At one point, I used to have a lot more stuff downloaded. I used to have it all on like an external drive years ago, and I just got rid of it because it's like, I just stream everything now. But with the way streaming's becoming, I just I've returned to the high seas. Okay, for some reason this CAD ain't working. LTX Designs, do you happen to have the CAD for this? Cause like assembly manual, BOM, README. Is that how big you want me to make it? Why don't you make it out of cardboard, buddy? You think it will break? Okay, Daddy's gonna stream for a little bit more, and then I'll help you. I'll take a look at what you're making, and then I'll design you something, okay? Okay. I can have it? It's just a rectangle. So is this how big you want it?
It'd be a cylinder.
It has to be a cylinder, but is this how big you want it? This.
I can make it out the box.
Okay, you try and make it out of the box. If it doesn't work, Daddy will print you something. This is what the client requests. This is what the client requests. So I have to figure it out, apparently. Okay, yeah, why isn't the CAD working? Venture Excel, CAD, last 6 months. So it's 100 megabytes. 7-zip. Maybe it's because I'm not extracting it with 7-zip. Like, extract all. 962 megabytes. There's a step. Am I missing something here? Because there's nothing in part 2. LTX Designs, if you're here, do you know what's up with the CAD? Bruce the Slicer can open CAD, right? Bruce the Slicer can open an STL, right? Or a step. I just need that one part. I just need that one bracket, which is annoying. We'll see how Bruce's slicer handles a 500 megabyte step file. I mean, if it works, it works. Let me go put the cover plate back on. Because otherwise, yeah, like I can get out the micrometer and start measuring stuff here and just design it that way. But it would be a heck of a lot easier if I could just, you know, pull a CAD. Put the stupid cover plate back on. There we go. Cover plate back on. Do you have a project for this huge volume? Kind of, sorta. What I want to do is I want to start doing more projects on the channel where I print stuff. Part of that is the Gundam. In case you haven't noticed, there hasn't been a lot of videos on the channel lately. It's not that I'm taking a break, it's just I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the channel. The content that I've been doing over the past like 5 years now doesn't work anymore. It's kind of shitty to say, but building printers for a living, it doesn't bring in an audience anymore. It doesn't. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with the channel to try and get it growing again, because let's be honest, the channel has been stagnant for about a year now. And that's not good. That's not good. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the channel, and I've tried a few different things. Nothing has seemed to catch. So part of it is I want to try doing more 3D printing projects, printing stuff with printers. That's why I'm printing the 6-foot-tall Gundam right now. That'll be the first thing. Once I get the Venture XL going, one, I got to print a 4-foot shield for the Gundam, so that'll help. Two, I want to do a life-size T-Rex skull and a bunch of other big stuff. I want to do big stuff. I figure it worked for Joel. Joel got big from printing stuff big. Worked for Joel. Worked for me. Joel's moved on to better stuff now, but I can go back and do big stuff now. See how that works. Better thumbnails. I suck at art. If anyone thinks they can do better thumbnails and wants to submit them, I will use them. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate the way algorithms have made YouTube what it is now. I blame Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has killed YouTube as a platform. He has done way more harm than good as a content creator. Where is my stuff? Like, it gives me, like, why isn't it showing me everything? Origins, bodies? Like, I need to use WinRAR. Okay, let me get WinRAR. Or 7. Let me get 7-zip. 7-zip. Download 7-zip. Install 7-zip. Install. Close. Okay. Downloads. Okay. Let's clear all this up. Delete. Delete. Open with 7-zip. Extract. Okay. Okay. Cancel. What do you mean cancel? Where'd it go? Okay, if I extracted it, where'd it go? Open with 7-zip. Extract. Downloads. Is it? Yes to all. Where? Am I missing something here? Am I having a moment here? Open. Downloads. Where is it? Add the other instead of extract. How do you add? Can you, what? I've never had to merge files for 7-zip. Okay. So I need to, okay, select all files. File, open. Okay, where's downloads? Where's downloads? Great. I'm in the downloads folder. Where? Created. Give me the newest. Okay, there's. Oh, there they are. Okay, so that one, extract to downloads. Okay. Oh, we got a folder now and a step. Okay. I've never had to extract a multi-file zip. I've never had to do that. I've never had to do that. And as for why I don't have 7-zip on here, I only use this computer for streaming. I haven't had to use it. So now we're waiting for it to open. It's up to 36% humidity in that box. You're gonna plug that right, that is gonna go right into the XL, right into the, or actually I'll probably print it on the Mark IV downstairs, I think. Why does the box keep rocking? What box? Oh, this one? It's because there's a big old fan right there blowing cool air at me to keep me from overheating, because it's hot. So that plugs into there, which is host. What else do we have on here? I don't know where all the beds are going to plug in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 there for the beds. So I'm assuming that's the beds. Hot ends. Because those go through that switch. Pretty interesting. Like, I'm a little concerned that one back. After all that, the overlay is still fine. So it shows you it's an issue with the capture card. It's the capture card. Still loading. If you're wondering, it's still loading. So I'm a little concerned because I only have one SSR here, and I got 4 beds. But I also have these 5 wires that go into the SSR. So I think they're AC. Yeah, so I think this is one SSR, but it's got 4 controllable switches, essentially. So it's 4 SSRs in one, I think, because it plugs into here. So I'm assuming that's how the bed works. So I'm assuming each one of the beds would plug into each one of these, and that's the 4 beds. So bed 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? A, B, C, D. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this controls them with these 4. So I think that's how it works. I think that's how it works. I've never seen an SSR like that. On Phoenix, we use 4 SSRs. We use 4 independent SSRs. Oh, it's starting to load. There's a bar now doing stuff on the screen. So while this completely freaks out, don't forget, at the end of stream, we are going to give away a spool of Polymaker filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. We're going to be doing the draw for this whenever the stream ends, which could be in 7 minutes if this doesn't load. If it does load, we'll do some CAD. But it's trying to load. There's like a little progress bar underneath me. Oh, there's a little progress bar, and it's doing stuff. In the meantime, I mean, it's just a 1 gigabyte step file. How big could it be? I mean, it's only 30% CPU. This has a Ryzen 3700X too. Like this has a Ryzen 3700X, so it's a 8-core 16-thread CPU. So it should work. Okay, come on. I'm gonna clean up while that's doing that. By the way, these Panda edges, I thought it was kind of a joke when they gave them to me. And they're like, you know, it's just a spatula, how good it could be. No, dog, these things are freaking awesome. I don't know what they did with the blade, but like this gets under everything. Like this is like the best spatula for getting like stuck prints off a bed I have ever used. And it doesn't have the like dig into the bed problem that like a lot of other spatulas have. I gotta, oh yeah, you got a blob on you, that printer. This printer got a pretty bad blob. I had a print shift. I think I might have to rebuild that printer. That Mark IV, being out here for 2 summers in 40-degree ambient temperatures in its enclosure, printing PETG and ABS, I think we finally melted some parts on it. So it started getting some pretty gnarly layer shifts. So yeah, I might need to rebuild it with some ABS parts. Oh, we're loading. 51%, 57%, 74%. Do I have an AF link for it? I do not. I need to get more AF links. Go buy something with an AF link. Everyone, that's your homework. Go shopping. Links in the description. Just what you should do, if you want to help out the channel, honestly, this is no joke. Just click all the AF links below, open them up in your browser, and then just forget about them. And if you happen to buy something in like the next month, it helps out the channel. That's how like AF links work. It's whatever cookie is in your browser last when you buy something gets the commission. So like, if you click my AliExpress AF link and then like 2 weeks from now you buy something on AliExpress, I get the commission, unless you click another affiliate link between now and then. Compute finished. Compute finished, everyone. Compute finished. Should probably go live up there. Come on, baby. I do have a PC. I do have a PCBWay code, I believe. I did a sponsored video with them last year. And they keep reaching out, but it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to find like a legit channel sponsor. Kind of like how Joel and Mandic have PCBWay as like just like continual sponsors of the channel, so they just do a little ad read every video and they just sponsor the channel. The thing is, I reached out to PCBWay. They don't want to do streams. So I'm trying to find somebody who wants to sponsor the streams on the channel. But the problem is, me in my infinite wisdom have decided I don't want to be tied to any specific sponsor. So what that means is, like, you know, I'll use Polymaker for an example. As much as I like Polymaker and we do the giveaways with them every stream, I wouldn't want to be a Polymaker only channel. Like, that makes sense? Like, I don't want to be beholden to one specific company for their product. I like being able to... Okay, you better not have crashed. Oh, you better not have crashed. Edamames. The bean? You used the Prusa affiliate and immediately spent 4.3. I checked, I didn't see any big spend. Unless they have it tiered out differently. I gotta check again. I haven't checked my affiliate links in a while. I don't know why this. Oh, the headphones? Oh. Yeah, I've done a sponsor thing with Hedamame before. I think we crashed Fusion. I might have to do this on my desktop. All I want is a stupid little bracket. All this, just trying to get a stupid little bracket. Like, I need to load the entire CAD file just so I can extract that one component that I can use for a base for designing TPU feet. And it's just cooking my computer. Like, what the heck? It's just a step file. Why is this taking so long? Oh. Multiboard? I've never heard of multiboard. Remote desktop. Yeah, that would require me to have remote desktop set up, which I don't. And I'll be honest, my main desktop is a 5800X. So it is better, but it's... Yeah, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm just gonna give up trying to do it on this. I'll do it on my desktop. Yeah, it's full on crashed. Everything's crashed. Everything's crashed. Control Alt Delete. Yeah. Yeah, Fusion crashed. Closed. Well, the reason I wanted to use the model is because the model has the hole locations and the XY dimensions already done. I was literally just, I just extrude. I just draw a cube and extrude. That's it. It would have taken me 2 seconds if I had the CAD. Instead of me like having to measure the plate, figure out all the hole locations, sketch it from scratch, or I could just load the CAD, take the one part I need and just make that into the part. It would have taken me 2 seconds if I could get it to load. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream. So we're gonna do the giveaway now. When the stream ends, I'm gonna load the step file and I'm gonna walk away for half an hour. And I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna see how it's going. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do the giveaway. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, go enter right now. The link is in the video description. So go do that now. I'm gonna give you till like 4:05. I'll give you like 3 more minutes in case you missed it. While you're doing that, don't forget, check out the links in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way supporting the channel. Some of them, like the Gamer Subs one or the Gloop and Vision Miner, use code Canuck, save some money. Saving money is always good. And then don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and if you're really cool, gifting memberships or super chatting is direct ways to support the channel as well. So I love a CAD Twitch stream. The thing is, I suck at CAD. I can do stuff kind of hackery. Like, I can butcher my way through a CAD. The thing is, it's like, I don't want that public. I don't want that public. It's like, I'm hiding my shame. I'm hiding my shitty CAD shame. FreeCAD would open in 2 minutes. Yeah, but I don't know how to use FreeCAD. I'm sorry, FreeCAD's UI sucks. At least the last time I tried it. Yeah, as Down Under Maker said, while you're waiting, hit like. It's rude to enter the draw without hitting like. Yeah, it's a requirement. I'm not saying if you hit like the smash button and are subscribed to the channel, it increases your odds of winning. But now that I've said that, are you really willing to risk it? Are you willing to gamble with that? I know if you subscribe, your name pops up here. See, Wessel. We know Wessel subscribed, so Wessel might have better odds in the draw that we're going to be doing in 2 minutes here. I don't know, but Wessel's not risking it. Are you willing to risk it? Hit the button 20 times without me. Well, Deanna, you're a green name, so you're a channel member, so you already get like super duper gooder odds because you're a channel member. When is the next Minecraft stream? FreeCAD is much better after the 1.0 release. Is it? The last time I tried to use FreeCAD a couple years ago, and it was a disaster. It was a complete disaster. Because the problem is, too, they use different names for a lot of stuff. So, like, it's not extrude, it's something else. And, like, the way things are done are different. It's like, you're messing with my workflow. So it's like, Man of the Croc, $5. Cheers and appreciate it. When is the next Minecraft stream? Minecraft stream? I don't know. We're building Gundam. We're doing Gunpla on Twitch. If you guys want me to do another Minecraft stream on Twitch, we can do that. I might do Oblivion. I got the new Oblivion, the remake. You know what I've been hankering for? Now that I'm like, I think I might be Baldur's Gate out. I think I've beaten the game like 5 times. And I've started a bunch of characters I haven't finished yet. Because the problem is I get to like Act 2 and then I'm like, what if I play this kind of character? And then I start over. And then I get to the middle of Act 2. It's like, well, actually, what if I played this character? So, yeah. I mean, right now, my latest playthrough is I play a Githyanki Paladin of Selûne. Because I have a mod that allows you to pick your religion for paladins. So it's like, that character is literally designed just to give Shadowheart an aneurysm, because I've yet to actually complete a playthrough with Shadowheart as a romance. So I might do that. Might finish that character. Somebody said try FreeCAD. We're gonna give FreeCAD a quick try. If FreeCAD opens it in a minute, we'll carry on. If not, we'll do the giveaway. Launch FreeCAD. So I let them use FreeCAD to say it works, the brain is wired. Okay, so let's see. Welcome to FreeCAD. Dark mode. Fusion's not in here, so I guess we'll just leave CAD. Okay, done. Okay, file. Open. Downloads. Sure. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. Step file for the, oh, the foot. How'd you get that? How'd you get the foot plate file? Did you pull it from the actual CAD or what? The fact that I don't have a loading bar and the fact that it's saying not responding. And it crashed. Yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna fiddle with this off stream. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. But Lord Gitface, waiting for the CAD to load. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. I think my computer, I think I've thrashed my computer enough. So I gotta design the foot. So we'll finish stream, I'll go inside, I'll design the foot. I'll get the foot printing once the TPU dries out. I'll put the feet on the printer, I'll flip it up, and then tomorrow we will wire up the electronics bay. And if all goes well, we'll power it up. Because that's all we gotta do. Like, legit, all I have to do is wire up the electronics bay and it'll move, hopefully. Since we're building a kit printer, since it's a kit printer and it's all built to the kit, I shouldn't have to do much faffing about for setting it up. So if all goes well, we might be powering up the printer tomorrow. If it doesn't go well, content. So, who's the lifting buddy? I tilted it over on my own yesterday, or this morning at like 1 in the morning, because I forgot to ask the wife. And then I forgot she's not working today. So at like 1 in the morning, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta flip the printer over. So I came down here and flipped the printer over at 1 in the morning. Was that a smart thing to do? No, but I did it anyways. I also almost dropped it and almost crunched a finger. 230 people, random, bots, 230, play. I knew I needed help. That would involve, you know, getting help. Okay, so how this works, if you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball and you win, you also get a spool of a hat. Patrick Malmgren, if you win, you get a free hat. Everyone else, if you win, you just get a spool of filament. But if you want a hat, like one of these cool hats, you can just go buy one on the merch store. There's merch. We have merch. Go buy some. Go shopping. It's fun to go shopping. 230 people, but I don't know. No, we have only 124 likes. Everyone go like the smash button. If you don't like the smash button before the end of the race, bad things will happen. And by bad things will happen, I don't know. Who knows? Aliens could invade. It's July 4th. There's that, you know, historical movie. So remember, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button, ring the bell, and are subscribed to the channel, it actually greases your ball up and makes it go even faster. That would be a blessing. Yeah, let's be honest. We don't need an alien invasion. There's already enough messed up with the world. Aliens would just show up, be like, I ain't dealing with, no, we ain't getting involved in this shit. Who's in the lead, by the way? Superior Jacob versus Ludico. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, it's got a race now. We got a race now. Oh, 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 you ran out of momentum. Oh, Ludico is still in the lead, I think. Oh, oh, no, you guys aren't supposed to fall off. I think, oh, oh, yeah, no, 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 guys, you stay on the track. On the track. I think Ludico, it's yours to lose, buddy. Ludico, it is yours to lose. You have a pretty commanding lead here, buddy. If you can make it through the hedgehogs. Oh. They locked the doors on the ship. I mean, I live next to Detroit. Can't have shit in Detroit, so I get I understand the feeling. All the little bugs. Joys of a garage. Oh, geez, there's a ramp. Oh, God, Ludico. Ludico. No! Marcus, it's all on you, Marcus. No pressure. No pressure, Marcus. No pressure. Okay, you got it, Marcus. Marcus, where are you at? Control F. Marcus. Congratulations, Marcus. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You will get an email after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. Everyone, golf claps in chat for Marcus. Golf claps in chat for Marcus. Okay, let me just fill out this form quick. Okay, and it's Friday, right? I gotta figure out. You almost have the step file loaded. I mean, it probably doesn't help that I'm also running a stream on this computer. And it also probably doesn't help it is 35 degrees Celsius in the garage right now. So the computer is probably running a little hot. Yeah. Like, for those that don't believe me. It's just a little toasty in here. What is this in Yankee Doodle increments? There you go. For the cheeseburgers per football field crowd. There you go. Okay. So we'll call it there. Tomorrow, if all goes well, tomorrow we might be moving, or at least powering up the printer. So the plan is I'm going to cat up some feet, right? I'm going to get some feet. So we're going to get some grippers on the printer. I'll flip it up because I shouldn't need it face down anymore. Tomorrow we'll install the one panel, the electrical box. We'll start wiring things up. And if we get everything wired up, I'll plug it in. And if it explodes, it's content. If it doesn't explode, we have a printer. So yeah, so we're going to call it there. Shout out to Fysetc for the kit that we're using for this build series. As always, link for it in the video description. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament. We give away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. And for those that donate to the channel, give the memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Keep all your fingies on your hand for you Americans. Don't go all blowing your fingers up. It's like a tradition for you guys, but keep your fingies. You need them. Can't build a printer without fingers. And enjoy your holiday. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.